This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store. Always good to see Johnny Nelson, MBE. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. I've always got to mention it
Until you say it.
Absolutely, but yeah, we just seen an interesting night of fights. Obviously, Louis Everson, new British champion. Adam Azim stopping Ohara Davies. What did you make of the whole night in a sense?
I think Adam Azim proved that he's improving fight by fight. I think Ohara Davies could have been an amazingly tough night for him. Ohara Davies trained really hard. Gives credit to Adam to say, you know what, no one's, I'm walking away from this game. Let the young guns come through. And so good on Adam. Congratulations for him. In regards to Dan, his styles make fights, and Adamson understood he had to be as unorthodox as possible, because if he walks into the style of fight that Dan is good at, then he loses. So good for him. He's 10 professional fights, gets the British and Commonwealth title. His fans are really happy. Gutted for Dan, one of the nicest guys, if not the nicest guy in boxing, British boxing, but that's part of the job.
Yeah, just touching on Adam there, obviously a scintillating performance, and I think I spoke to Ohara after the fight, obviously since announced his retirement, but he said to me, I think he was most shocked about Ohara probably had landed some, you could say early success, so sort of landed some early shots, but he was surprised with the intensity just increases around went on with Adam.
I don't think Ohara had early success.
I'd say he landed some good shots though.
I think Adam was in complete control from round one until the end of the fight, and his speed, second to none, intensity second to none, accuracy spot on. I think it was almost punch perfect. A couple of days ago he said I'm probably 40% of the fight I want to be. I think tonight, I don't know if the opponent made him look 60-70%, but he massive improvements. He's starting to drop the mistakes and the chinks in his armour. So it was good move by him.
And when you look at Adam, obviously he did come under, maybe not himself, but he come under a lot of scrutiny for the whole situation of obviously the Eubank fight falling out, the Smith fight falling out. A fight like that, do you think that sort of puts his name back in mouths of, out of all these guys that discuss, he's the top dog in the division?
Well, it's subjective, isn't it? So until these guys fight each other and put on a performance where everybody sits up and thinks, well, maybe it's you. Because each time someone fights, oh, he's the best. So Adam just keeps himself in that mix to say, to eventually find out who would be the best.
Would you like to see the Dalton Smith fight?
Yeah, without a doubt. It's got to happen at some point. It's so frustrating in our sport because A doesn't fight B on the domestic level. Because if you want to get that respect and belief from your British public to believe you'll be a world beater, you've got to conquer Britain first.
Absolutely. Just sort of moving on. A topic, I guess, that the story's sort of grown and grown as it sort of got mentioned. Obviously, Fabio Wally fought Fraser Clark last week. And there was a bit of Ben Shalom an issue for potential gloves. I see Adam Azim usually wears the fly gloves. He was wearing Grant's today, I think. So I guess there was a switch in that. But Ben sort of raised concerns in Fabio Wally's gloves. That since sparked a response with Frank Warren, sort of threatening to sue Ben. I guess, what do you make of? I know Riaz's got everyone working together, but it seems like the promoter back and forth is something that is definitely still there.
You've got two promoters talking about something that's not their business. It's the fighters that have got the gloves on. It's the fighters that are the ones that will put the complaint in about the gloves or the praise about the gloves. Everybody is subjected to everybody outside the ring. So whatever Frank says, whatever Ben says about what they think of the gloves, realistically, these boys need to stick to their own business. Talk about what you know about. It's just subjective.
What do you make, I guess, of the whole ordeal of just in general it seems like Warren and Hearn against sort of Ben in a sense. What do you make of that whole dynamic?
It's part of boxing. It happened to Warren when he came on the scene. It happened to Hearn when he came on the scene. You've just seen it on history repeat itself. Unfortunately, with social media, these people are getting exposed massively when they're doing it, and they're looking like bullies. It's always happened. It's happened to every single one of them. So it's like getting your head put down the toilet when you go to a new school. That's what's happening to Ben. That's what these boys, in my opinion, seem to be doing.
I was going to say, could you consider that like I know boxing is a tough sport and it's a man's sport at the end of the day, but could you see there's, I guess, a sense of bullying tactics from Harold and Wayne?
As I said, they've all had to go through it at some stage. And it happened to me. It happened to Frank when he came on the scene, and he complained about it. It happened to Eddie. Eddie didn't complain about it, but he pointed it out. It's happened to Ben. It's just part of our game. Now we can ignore it, or we can point it out and talk about it. But you know, the guys that are doing it, you know, they're the ones that are being exposed for doing it. So it's just, if you can't take it, you need to get out of this game.
Definitely, Johnny. It's always a pleasure to be catching up with you, mate. Always do appreciate it, mate. Top man. Thank you.